Welcome to the Department of Elections. Hello, my name is Jill Fox. I'm the Voter Outreach Division Manager. As a member of the San Francisco Department of Elections Outreach Division, you'll be helping San Franciscans from every corner of the city understand elections and exercise their right to vote. The Elections Outreach team facilitates registration, explains what's on the ballot, and demonstrates the mechanics of voting to improve voter engagement, voter readiness, and the overall voting experience. We want every eligible San Franciscan to be a voter. The elections outreach goals include increasing community access to election information and services, including helping people with limited English proficiency and special needs, attracting new voters, especially new citizens and young people ages 18 to 24, engaging voters from neighborhoods with historically low voter turnout, and involving the public in observing the election process. For more information about elections outreach, I'll turn it over to your orientation tour guides.
Thanks, Jill. Let's learn a bit more about the Outreach Division's role in the months leading up to an election.
About 3 months prior to Election Day, the year-round outreach team expands to include temporary staff members that are bilingual to help provide outreach services in Cantonese, Mandarin, Spanish, and Filipino, in addition to English. The entire team works together to help San Franciscans prepare, plan, and participate in the upcoming election. The main tasks during an election season are to register voters, educate voters about the voting process and what's on the ballot, and increase awareness of the election at various community events.
Each election season, Elections Outreach attends approximately 200 events. In-person outreach is designed to engage community members and inform them about the upcoming election. Presentations incorporate video segments and strive to be engaging and informative. Because we serve a multilingual population, all presentations are available in Cantonese, Mandarin, Spanish, and Filipino, in addition to English.
Outreach events take place throughout the community and include citywide events such as Sunday Streets and Project Homeless Connect, community celebrations such as the Autumn Moon Festival and Cesar Chavez Day, and targeted events in the neighborhood centers and residential facilities. To meet people when they are out and about in the community, Elections Outreach participates in weekday, weekend, and evening events. In addition to providing general outreach, Elections Outreach staff participates in naturalization ceremonies to welcome new citizens to register to vote, provide information to individuals and groups on how to conduct voter registration drives, and facilitate voting equipment demonstrations. Elections Outreach staff members work hard to ensure that voting population is properly registered and prepared to vote. The Elections Outreach team helps produce and translate print materials, videos, presentations, and advertisements. To meet our accessible and language requirements, the division creates and produces the Edge audio and touchscreen ballot in English, Cantonese, Mandarin, Spanish, and Filipino.
In the days leading up to the election, and on the day itself, Elections Outreach organizes the vote-by-mail ballot drop-off stations in front of the Grove and Goodlet entrances to City Hall, accepting ballots and answering voters' questions. Elections Outreach staff is often the face of the department out in the community. As representatives of the Department of Elections and the Elections Outreach team, staff is expected to contribute to a positive customer experience.
During the course of an event, always engage people, striking up conversations and encouraging voters to ask questions. Questions that often get the conversation started include, are you ready to vote in the upcoming election? Is your registration up to date? Do you want to be a voter? It is important to remember, never give an answer if you are unsure. If you do not know the answer to a question from the public, you can look it up from the resources provided to you, ask a coworker, or get contact information and get back to the person. No guessing about important elections information.
A second important point about conducting outreach is to never share your personal political opinions. The Department of Elections is a nonpartisan office, and our job is to provide voters with impartial information to help them make their own decisions. We all have our personal beliefs. But we must always refrain from sharing opinions with the public. Being nonpartisan is part of being professional. Now you know a bit more about the department's outreach division. Elections outreach is a rewarding way to engage with San Francisco voters and ensure all voters are ready to participate. We're glad you've joined the team.